Chapter 16. During the suspension of the experiment, Wang Miao remembered the strange VR game that Shen Yufei had once mentioned. His instincts told him there was something suspicious about it, so he decided to log in and try it himself. The game, simply called 3-Body, had been developed by the Adventist faction. It was a fully immersive virtual reality experience, requiring a special V-suit to play. The V-suit resembled a spacesuit. Once donned, it could simulate temperature shifts and even physical impacts, letting the player feel the brutal forces of the in-game world. The game unfolded in at least 2 distinct phases. The first was discovery. The player was dropped into a simulation of the alien world of Trisolaris, where observation and deduction were needed to uncover the environmental cataclysms that plagued the planet. The second was solution. Once the player grasped the underlying truth, they had to find ways to overcome the planet's deadly instability. What made the game remarkable was that it tailored its scenarios to the cultural background of each player, constructing environments and storylines suited to their frame of reference. The true purpose was not entertainment, but indoctrination. An immersive education in the hardships of Trisolaran civilization, designed to elicit empathy and identification. Once a player cleared the stages, the organization behind the game would reveal the true existence of Trisolaris and invite them to join the Earth Trisolaris organization. Because the game forced players to viscerally experience the suffering of Trisolaran civilization, those who passed its trials tended to sympathize with the aliens and willingly aligned themselves with their cause. This recruitment pipeline became a source of tension within the ETO itself. The redemptionists embraced these new sympathizers, while the Adventists resented them. The Adventists despised humanity as a whole and wanted members with antisocial, anti-human leanings, not those driven by compassion. There was also a lingering question that players often debated. Were the other characters in the game NPCs, or were they real people behind the avatars? Wang Miao, reflecting on their speech patterns and behavior, suspected they were controlled by human operators. Yet earlier stages of the game had featured figures like King Wen of Zhou, whose thought processes seemed archaic and rigid, not at all like modern players. In my view, once Wang Miao entered the game, the other characters weren't ordinary players at all. They were essentially plants, shills inserted into the simulation, whose job was to steer him toward the right conclusions. Outwardly, they appeared to be independent participants, but in reality, they were there to guide and reinforce the narrative, easing the player into understanding the larger situation.